Hello everybody, I hope you are doing great. Welcome back to another great lesson. In this video I want to speak about delexical verbs. Yes, what are delexical verbs? Have you ever heard of this term, delexical verbs? We will talk about it in this video. Stay tuned. There are some verbs in English. We call them delexical verbs because an important part of the meaning is taken out of the verbs and put into the nouns. Let's understand what delexical verbs are. You know, guys, we often use common verbs like have and take with nouns like shower and drink. For example, I took a shower, which means I showered. Or I had a drink, which means I drank something. Right? For example, here, take and have are lexical verbs. We call them lexical verbs because an important part of the meaning is taken out of the verbs and put into the nouns. We often put adjectives in front of nouns. For example, I took a cold shower, or I had a nice, refreshing drink. And the verb used most frequently in this way are have, take, give, and make. Yes, these are the lexical verbs. Okay, my dear friends, let's speak about the lexical verb have. We usually use have with food and drink, to have a meal, to have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack, and a cup of coffee. So we use have usually with food and drink. We also use have with talking, like to have a chat, to have a conversation, to have a discussion, or to have a talk. Washing, to have a bath, a shower, a wash, or a scrub. We can also use have, guys, with resting, like to have a break, to have a holiday, or to have a rest. Disagreeing, to have an argument, a dispute, a fight, or a quarrel. My dear friends, let me give you some examples. I had a good breakfast before I left home. I had a good breakfast. We had a long talk about the problem. The kids should have a bath before they go to bed. She generally had a short holiday in July or August. They had a serious quarrel about their father's will. So as you can see, have usually comes with these words. We also use have with nouns formed from verbs. Yes, with nouns formed from verbs. For example, I think you should have a look at this. To have a look at this. She had a bite of the cake. I'm thirsty. I'm going to have a drink of water. I had to listen to that new CD in the car. They are going to have a swim. So we can also use have with nouns formed from verbs. My dear friends, we use take with washing. For example, take a bath, take a wash, or take a shower. And we use the verb take with resting, like take a break, take a rest, or take a holiday. Now let's jump to take. For example, I always take a cold shower in the morning. You look tired. You need to take a break. So we use take with washing and resting. And with these words we can also use take, like take care of, take trouble, take a chance, take a risk, take a decision, or take a photograph. My dear friends, let me give you these examples. We took hundreds of photographs on holiday. Jane always takes a lot of trouble with her homework. We also use take with some nouns formed from verbs. For example, I think you should take a look at this. Let's take a walk. As you can see, we use take sometimes with nouns formed from verbs. They are going to take a swim. Now let's start with give. We usually use give with noises like a cry, a laugh, give a laugh, a scream, a shout, a whistle. We also use give with facial expressions like give a smile, a grin, a look, and a glance. We use give with hitting like a kick, a punch, a slap, a push, a knock, and a blow. Affectionate actions like a hug, to give a kiss, or stroke. We also use give with talking, like some advice, to give some advice, to give an answer, give some information, an interview, a lecture, some news, a report, a speech, a talk, or a warning. Now let me give you some examples. We know that we use give with these words. She gave a loud laugh. She gave a loud laugh. John gave a happy smile. He gave me a nasty kick on the leg. She gave the children a good night kiss and put them to bed. I have to give a speech at the meeting tomorrow. So guys, as you can see, we use give with noises, facial expressions, hitting, affectionate actions, and talking. Now let's start with the lexical verb make. We usually use make with talking and sounds like a comment, yes, to make a comment, and inquiry, a noise, a point, a promise, a sound, to make a sound, to make a speech, or to make a suggestion. So make usually comes with these words. We usually use make with plans to make an arrangement, make a choice, make a decision, make a plan, or make plans, make an appointment, or make a date. For example, try not to make a noise. Try not to make a noise. They made arrangements to meet the next day. They made arrangements to meet the next day. So remember that we usually use make with these words. This is a very important lexical verb. Guys, we also use the verb go as a lexical verb. For example, shall we go swimming this afternoon? Or shall we go for a walk? Shall we go for a walk? Mom and Dad have gone shopping. We are going dancing tonight. Do you want to come with us? Yes, we are going dancing tonight. Do you want to come with us? Now let's start with go. So my dear friends, go is a very important lexical verb, and we usually use go with ing verbs for common activities. For example, we usually go walking at the weekend. So as you can see, go comes with ing verbs. He goes running every evening after supper. Mom's out. She's gone shopping. She's gone shopping. Right? So this is a very important lexical verb. My dear friends, we use go for a with verbs to do with moving. So remember, we use go for a with verbs to do with moving. For example, go for a jog, go for a ride, go for a swim, go for a run, go for a stroll, or go for a walk. Let me give you some examples. I want to get out of here, let's go for a walk. So we have go for a and verbs. He's gone for a ride on his bike. And guys, we use the verb do with ing nouns to do with work, especially the works we do at home, at house. So do comes with ing nouns. For example, it's your turn to do the cooking. It's your turn to do the cooking. You do the washing up and I'll do the drying. Yes, you do the washing up and I'll do the drying. We use do with other nouns to do with work. For example, I have a few things to do this evening. Or I can't go out today because I have a lot of works to do. Now let's start with the lexical verb do. Yes, do. So, we use do with nouns when it is obvious what the action is. For example, I'll have to do my hair before we go out. So it means I'll have to brush my hair. Or, have you done your teeth? Which means, have you cleaned your teeth? And the question is like this. Have you done the car? This could mean, have you washed the car? Or maybe, have you mended the car? Or probably, have you put petrol in the car? It could mean any of these actually sentences and questions.